Snow drifted in slow spirals outside the towering glass windows of Greyline Industries, settling like quiet feathers on the city below. It was long past working hours, and the building sat in a hush that only winter nights could create, soft, dim, and expectant. Inside the nearly empty lobby, the only movement was a security guard pacing by the doors, until a small figure slipped inside with the wind. Ian Mercer, the CEO known for his sharp suits and unshakable composure, was just stepping out of the elevator when he noticed her, a little girl, no more than 7, clutching a threadbare pink backpack to her chest. Snow dusted her hair like frost on a fragile branch. She looked around with wide, frightened eyes. Ian paused. His day had been a blur of board meetings, investor calls, and sharp remarks he regretted but never retracted. But now, something tugged at him, a feeling he hadn't let himself acknowledge in years. He walked toward her slowly. She flinched at first, then steadied herself. Her voice was a whisper, trembling at the edges. "Sir, my mom didn't come home last night." The world stilled. Even the heating vents seemed to fall silent. Ian knelt to her height. Up close, he saw tears clinging to her lashes, already turning cold on her cheeks. "What's your name?" he asked gently. "Lila," she said. "My mom works here. Cleaning the offices, sometimes late. But she always comes home." She sniffed hard. "She didn't come home. And her phone is off. And I waited, but she didn't come." Her words dissolved into quivers. Ian's chest tightened. He knew the cleaning staff rotated at night, but he didn't know them personally, a truth that suddenly felt shameful. "Lila," he said softly, "come with me. We'll find her." Her hand slipped into his as if she had been waiting for someone strong enough to hold on. They walked through the dim office floors together, their footsteps echoing. Desks sat abandoned like frozen waves in a sea of steel and glass. Ian checked every room he remembered the cleaning crew using. Empty. Silent. He found her mother's ID badge hanging untouched on the hook of the staff closet. Something was wrong, deeply wrong. "Where does she usually go after work?" he asked. "Home," Lila whispered, tightening her grip. "Always home." Ian studied the snow outside, thickening by the minute. A storm was spreading across the city, swallowing streets and slowing everything to a crawl. A terrible thought struck him: had she tried to walk home in this? He grabbed the keys to the company SUV. "Lila, we're going to look for her." The city outside had transformed into a swirling white maze. Street lights glowed hazy and distant. Wipers pushed aside heavy sheets of snow as Ian drove slowly, scanning every sidewalk, every bus stop, every narrow alley where someone might have slipped or collapsed. Lila pressed her face to the cold window, whispering, "Please be okay, please be okay." Minutes stretched into long, aching silences, then a shape. Ian slammed the brakes. Beside a bus shelter, half covered by snow, lay a woman curled on her side, her winter coat soaked through. Lila gasped. "Mama!" Ian rushed out into the storm, lifting the woman into his arms. Her skin was ice cold, her breathing shallow but present, fragile as the snowfall around them. "She tried to walk home," Lila cried. "The buses stopped last night. She told me she would always come home." Ian swallowed hard. The woman's fingers were scraped, as if she'd tried to fight the cold as long as she could. "We've got her," he murmured. "She's alive. Hold on to that." Hours later, in the warm glow of the hospital room, her mother finally stirred. Lila climbed into the bed beside her, tears mixing with laughter. The woman reached for Ian's hand, gratitude shining through exhaustion. "You didn't have to," she whispered. Ian shook his head, emotion tightening his voice. "I did." He looked at Lila, the tiny bravery, the fragile hope she had carried through the snow. And he felt something shift inside himself, a thaw he hadn't felt since his own childhood storms. Sometimes fate didn't shout. It whispered. Sometimes through a little girl standing in a lobby with snow in her hair. On the way out, Ian stood beneath the soft hospital lights, watching the snow quietly fall outside. Some storms don't come to freeze us, he realized. Some come to lead us where we were meant to go. Toward someone who needed us, and toward the parts of ourselves we had forgotten. If this story touched your heart and moved you in any way, please like the video, comment, share it with someone who need a little hope today, and make sure you subscribe to Humanity Diaries. Your support help us continue emotional and meaningful stories to the world. Please comment below which part of story touched you the most.